Good morning. Welcome to Lone Officer Breakfast Club. Woo. Kristen's birthday was Saturday. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go. You know what? And it was little Ozzie Evans' birthday on Friday, my 11th grandchild. That's right. 11. Yeah, so he was born 9 pounds, 2 ounces, 21 inches long. That kid came out, I swear, that kid came out looking like a football player. Like, just beefy, thick thighs, you know what I mean? And the other thing about this kid, too, that's such a trip is, you know, with everybody who has a baby, you always hope that it's mellow and the baby's quiet. And this kid, just like his old man, it's like, yo, wake up. Wake up, must eat, you know, it's like, oh, whatever, you know, like he's so docile and mellow. So good stuff.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
That took a while.
It took a minute, man. And it was not the simplest experience either. There was a little bit of a struggle to get him out, but they got him out. They got him out naturally too. So that was a big plus for her. She was really concerned about that. You know, so there you go. So a lot of fun things happening. Good morning, everybody. Glad to have everybody here. We want to dive in. We're going to have Kelly Dutton talk all about one-click commercial. By the way, my favorite place to send my commercial deals. I have several over with them right now, and they're just fabulous. So we're going to talk about that, how you can get engaged with them. Just trying to bring you guys more resources that can actually make you money. That's what we're doing around here, trying to help you make money. Okay, so we'll get to her in just a few minutes. Before we get there, though, let's go ahead and check in with those who were at the boot camp and get some feedback on that, because that's always good for those of us that couldn't make it, to see what you guys learned, what your takeaways were. But before we do that, Gen Z,
What?
anything animals-wise we need to say? And I'm just
today dialed in with Meg and Jen.
What are we doing?
Mm-hmm. We're doing the coffee appointment. Like,
oh, good.
what are we doing? Connecting authentically and adding real value.
Authentic connections and real value at your meetings. Now, I would say that's a good one to attend, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Indeed. And so if you're a member, you're going to go to the website, mortgagemarketinganimals.com, go to classes, and you'll see that class there. Click on the button. You're in the Zoom, and you are being educated, right?
You betcha.
So good enough. So that's happening today. Let's get to what transpired at the event. I want to bring up Joanne Johansson first, because she actually made a special request to say, I want to talk first. So
I want to talk first.
Fine. Go ahead.
But I did say, I know I'm pushy, right? So I always like to preface this that I wanted to talk first because I'm down here in Florida and I'm visiting my Florida agents, and I have back-to-back appointments until 12 o'clock. So I have to jump off, which I hate to do. I hate to talk and jump off, but I have to. So my takeaways, first of all, I got to meet the great Carl White. He's just amazing. He has so many nuggets of little things that you can do to tweak your business and really, really just change your business. One of the most important things is I got to meet so many people that we've seen here on Zoom for a year and a half, and the hugs and the camaraderie. I think that's the right word. It was just amazing. And I brought my sister with me, and, you know, poor thing had to be in a room. Like, we're all the same. Like, you know, we're like all the same. We all do things the same. My sister wants to come and say hi to all her peeps. She's just going to stick her head in the, hi, everybody.
There she is. Hello.
We're wearing matching shirts today.
What's her name?
Her name is Debbie.
And
Debbie, and she got to hang out and enjoy all the amenities of the hotel while we were in class. I think my biggest takeaway, and some of the things I shared with some other brokers that were there, we had a little, during lunch, we sat and talked, was creating an amazing team. I mean, I know I have an amazing team, but if I'm going to start working smarter and not harder, I think I need to bring on some other brokers to be in my business, which I've always been pretty hesitant to do, but I definitely felt like that was probably one of my big takeaways. And just the breakout sessions of just sitting and talking to other people in the business was amazing. And I think I'm still digesting all that Carl. I think someone once said going to one of these boot camps is like getting all the information with a fire hose.
Yeah.
That's great. And I need to like tweak my social media and get that more consistent. So lots of takeaways. I'm sure other people are going to have bigger things to say, but I will not miss one moving forward. I mean, unless it's like Michigan in the winter, I'm not going to do that. But
right,
Joanne. Real nice, Joanne.
Yeah. Sorry, Jen.
Well, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. It is whenever you go to an event like a boot camp, specifically a boot camp with marketing animals, because the boot camps are just really focused on, nuts and bolts. How do we get more loans in the door? That's what they're really focused on, right? It's not so much you can do it when there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's more of like, this is how you do it,
it's not a Tony Robinson event.
Right.
Nobody's banging a thing. Nobody's doing this and jumping around. It's Carl telling you like it is, telling you what to do, how to get deals in the door. Just, it's just, I don't know if I'm trying to think of the right word. Like do it. Pick up the phone. Like, it works. It really, really works. And it works in no matter what market you're in. You just have to do it.
Indeed. Yeah, Kristen put it in there. It's actionable. That's a good way to sum it up.
Yeah.
Everything you get at a marketing animals boot camp is actionable items. It's like I can deploy these things, right? As soon as I have something to deploy, I know what to do to get some more business. That's why I've always appreciated Carl's coaching, because he's always been that way.
And to be able to meet again, just the people that we've seen on Zoom, to meet with them, to break bread, if you would, because we went out to dinner a couple of nights. Me and Bill Devers and my sister, we went for a long walk one of the nights. It was beautiful down there. Just to sit and chat with people that now I feel are like lifelong friends. I mean, that means the world to me. So it was a lot of fun. 110% worth it all. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the share, Joanne, and enjoy the rest of your day. You got a lot going on today. So
I'm hitting my realtors down here hard. They need to know who I am. So
got it, man.
They do know who I am. That's why they're meeting with me. But I got to visit them when I'm here. Little work, little play. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you, Joanne. All right, we got that. We got 3 more hands up. Let's get through them relatively quickly if we can, so we give time for our guest. Marty Guy Fink, you're up next.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Good.
I'm upset Joanne didn't mention my name. I'm kidding. But
my sister's yelling from the other room. Hi, Marty.
First of all, I have to say thanks, Carl. I don't know if he's here or not, but thanks, Carl, for allowing us to get together like that. And what a bunch of camaraderie that we had the past 3 days. I was lucky enough to attend the leadership portion of the boot camp. And my, in 48 hours, I feel like a brand new branch manager. I learned so much. Hi, Amanda. But I learned so much. And even in the boot camp, like Joanne said, if you can attend every one, I do it. Because even though I know the DSP, like the back of my hand, I know all the scripts, I know this, I know that. I always learn something new. I always figure out a way that how I can work things in. I mean, I was sitting there next to Sharon Wofford the whole time, and man, talk about your mind just getting filled with so much information that, I mean, I was taking notes just on things that she says she does in her business. It's amazing to work with these people and be with these people, if that makes any sense. Hanging out with our group. I feel like we have a core group, a little bit of a core group, but we're willing to make it a larger core group, of course. But it was just really good to be with everyone. Asa, Bill, Brad, Vince, Margot, I'm gonna name them all. Sharon, Tara,
Teresa.
Teresa. There's so many people that you see. yeah, there's so many people that you see on here all the time too, and you're just like, wow, seeing them in person, it's just you feel like you missed your family, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
So, but if you guys get a chance to go to a boot camp, I'm saying do it. I drive down, so you need to catch a ride from Virginia, just let me know.
Wonderful. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Awesome stuff. Marty, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Thanks for the share. All right, Asa and then Marcio, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, just to echo everybody else, the camaraderie was phenomenal because I mean we've seen each other on this Zoom call every day for the last couple of years, but then to get in person, close and personal, it was just phenomenal. Also,
Takeaway. What's your takeaway? What are you going to implement?
I'm just going to streamline and narrow down and focus on one thing rather than trying to do too many things at the same time.
Good one.
That's the main thing.
That's a good one.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I like
I
that
just
one.
wanted to see what anybody else was going to say.
Yeah. Who was that?
Joanne.
That was Joanne.
Was that Joanne? Oh, we
Yeah.
got you, Joanne. We got you, Joanne. It's all good. Awesome. That's a good one, Asa. I like that one. Focus on the thing, the one thing. You know what I mean? The main thing, and then not so many things, and you can put a lot more attention to it. Yeah. I remember Brian Young, the guitar player that we had on here, played for David Lee Roth, and his guitar teacher. He said, or no, his counselor in high school said, "Well, what do you want to be?" And he goes, "I want to be a professional guitarist." And he goes, "Oh, that's a nice thing, but if that doesn't work out, what else would let's think of something else." And he goes, very few people actually make it. And he goes, well, if very few people actually make it, shouldn't I just put all my attention onto it to make sure I'm one of them that does? And that's what he did, and that's who he became. So Marcio, what do you got?
That's actually a great point, Frank, because in our business, a lot of us can make it, right? So,
Yeah.
But we should have to put we have to put all of our focus in it. So the key word I got out of it was clarity. So I'm doing a critical look at what needs to be tweaked in my business. And, I joke, but no more TPS reports. So no more anything that I can hire someone to do that I don't like to do. MCR reports, QC audits, anything that does not generate revenue for my business and I can afford to pay someone to do it, I'm implementing that. And one thing that I took out of it that Carl said is like, you don't know where, where your goal is, where you want to be. You can't get there if you don't know where you are right now, right? So looking at that critical 360 view of my business now and what needs to be tweaked so that I can get to that goal.
Wonderful.
So
awesome.
that was, and obviously meeting everybody. And the thing about this is when you first get in mortgages, I sat next to a woman that's Anna, who's first year in the business, right? So when you're early on, you're like, oh, all these folks are my competitors. But in one of Carl's podcast episodes, he mentioned once that, his branch does hundreds of deals a month and they have less than 1% market share. So we're not really competitors.
Yeah.
Colleagues,
right.
And so that's what I took away, and I'll be back next year.
Wonderful. Great, Marcio. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, Rudy, you're up next, and we'll move over to Kelly.
Quick and dirty. The thing is that you don't have to take away and come back and do all these things. Just like Asa said, I came away with one thing, and I picked that up from Carl, is that you got to keep your mind straight before you get into your calls. And what I would do is after I got off the call on LOBC in the morning, I'd go into my team meeting immediately, and then I got all the bullshit that come with all the files and everything. So now I told my team, I'm not coming into the team meeting at 9 o'clock. I'm going to come into the team meeting at 11:30 after we get out of calls. And,
what a good idea.
And I'm going to just give them written instructions as to what needs to be done and go from there.
Brilliant.
I can't get in the middle of it, because I get in the middle of it, then I got a whole shit show going on,
Yeah. Your brain gets all jumbled up and you're not focusing out. Your mind is thinking about this thing instead of being focused on the call. And brilliant. Good one.
The calls are the call. You got to do the calls, man. It doesn't matter what it is. I got a thing here. It's me. Do the calls no matter what. So that's what I got to do. So
Wonderful.
but anyway, thanks for everybody. I appreciate everything.
right.
It was great. It was great. So
Awesome, Rudy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you as well. All right, guys. Okay, we got about 15 minutes, Kelly. We're going to bring you on. I'll introduce Kelly Dutton. Kind of have done it before over the past couple of weeks. Got introduced to her. Somehow we got connected. I was personally looking for a commercial loan outlet. To get into commercial, there's a lot of stuff to know, and certainly could have applied myself to do that. But I've got a lot of other things going on. And so for me, it just seems simpler to find someone who's really great at it, be able to treat them as a working partner in the commercial stuff, and be able to get paid for these things nicely, get paid nicely for them, stay connected through the process, but have a partner that could really run the deals through for me. And just, I'm going to say it was divine intervention, Kelly. It was this just weird circumstance that kind of happened. I told Kelly, it's so weird that we're connected, because I was literally just looking for a partner like days before we got connected. And we got connected. My team personally, we've already sent Kelly a handful of deals that she's just doing spectacular on. And these are big deals, guys, that, man, they're just beyond my scope of, Steve, it's like, for me, it's like, that's going to hurt my brain. I'm going to screw something up. And I just, yeah. So
let's just bring in somebody who knows how to do
knows
it.
what they're
and do it
doing.
well.
Yeah, and does it well. Yeah. So that's what we did. So I'll introduce to you guys Miss Kelly Dutton from One Click Commercial. Again, in an effort just to bring you guys more relationships that can help you make money. I would like Kelly to inform you how she can help you, the type of products that she does, what the kind of connection handoff looks like with her, and how she can help you out. We've also got, if you just want quick info, we got a link. We'll drop it in the chat right now. It's workwithoneclick.com. We're going to drop that in the click. Put in your info. Kelly's information will get sent to you right away, so you can reach out to her. Workwithoneclick.com. We'll get that in there. Kelly, take it away, dear. And thank you for all that you've done for me so far. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I believe, like you, not sure why it happened, but boy, it literally was divine intervention. I was looking for the same thing and decided just to call your number. So, thank you. So, commercial lending. So I'm sure you get plenty of inquiries. Hey, I want to buy a house, and somebody's talking to you, and then they probably move into, they've got maybe a 1-bedroom. They want to turn it into a 4-plex. So they live in a duplex, and they want to switch out. They want to go get their own home. And what are they going to do with the one side of their duplex, whatever the situation is that leads them into commercial lending? Or they get that call, they're talking to one of your customers, and the customers hints that perhaps they know something about, they have a commercial deal. Where would they go? So we all think, and I thought it back in the day, I'll do it. I can do it. And I think you can spread yourself thin. I have lots of mortgage brokers, and they're like, no, I can do it. You get to a point where it's too much. The paperwork is very detailed, and it's a lot. So we offer to take that on for you. You can call me up. We're going to share the income with you. There are 80% of banks that when you take them a deal, they turn down the deal. Doesn't mean the deal's done. It just means that it doesn't fit into the bank's parameters of lending. So what that means is 80% of those deals are just laying around with people who are like, I went to the bank, they said no. That's not how it works. I have 7,000 lenders that can tell you otherwise of how it can work. It needs to be structured. The right data needs to be collected. There's a lot of documents that need to be collected. And when you collect that paperwork at work, and when you have 7,000 lenders at your hands, and your lenders, then you're able to structure that deal to someone that does maybe construction up. They do 4-plexes. They do, multi 24 units, hotels, restaurants, anything like that. So we're very diverse. We do any type of business. We do SBA, we do 7A, and we do 504. Very detailed, very paperwork, not a fast closing. However, for the person that's shopping for rate, great rate. On those things, we do property development, any type of, if it's a business, we do it. If you're going to acquire a business and you don't have any real estate, we can help you acquire the business with no real estate. We can walk you through the paperwork and collect it. I can take the paperwork that you collect and work with you, or you can give me the deal and I'll collect all your paperwork. I'll get your deal done and you'll get paid. You can just drop it off and I can figure it out. We'll do a light introduction with the customer and I'll take it over. The benefits of doing that is you get to retain your customer as a client. If you are involved in the banking situation, you don't lose them from the banking situation when they can't get it done at the bank, and you'll get a hothead every once in a while. It's like, I'm just going to pull all my money out and I'm not going to deal with you anymore. I have an 800 score. I'm great. It really has nothing to do with you being an 800 score and being super great. It has to do that the structure perhaps wasn't right and it wasn't unable to get done, or it needs a stepping stone to get done. Perhaps it needs a bridge, needs something to move forward. So we offer all those loans and all those lenders that come together that can, that we can put it into its little area. I have a partner I work with. It's Michael Knapp. He and I are basically on a virtual office all day long, and we're more than happy to get into him. I try to get into him quickly. And I try to get you an LOI as quickly as possible on him. So again, that usually stops the customer from shopping around. And then it also gives everybody a nice warm feeling that it's going to get done.
I'll interject real quick, Kelly, too. I'll tell you guys that, and what you could do with them, and what we've done is when we get somebody who's got a commercial deal, like we got this builder guy, he's trying to build these big things, and beyond my scope and our scope of understanding. And so what they were so kind to do was jump on conference calls. Like we got on the phone with Kelly, with the developer, presenting Kelly as our partner that can help with this project. And, the conversation that those two had going back and forth was just, they might have been speaking Klingon half the time. For me, it was like, whatever, all these nomenclatures and acronyms are flying around, but it was so nice because after that was done, and we're literally handing it off to the team, to Kelly and her team. After that was done, the developer gave us a call back. That was great. Good stuff. I love them. Yeah, thank you. So I don't want you guys to feel like it's, you send them a name and a number and then you just cross your fingers. I wouldn't even do that. I would try to do the handoff like we do, which is jump on a conference call with Kelly. Bring on the client on your phone, jump on a conference call. She is super willing to talk to the customers, like all about it, and have that conference call. Then all of a sudden there's this total confidence that comes across the line, like, oh, okay, I got somebody here who knows exactly what they're doing. There's total confidence. They're still your team member. We're on the call together, and so the handoff was really easy. I just want to commend them on that. The handoff was great. And I'm still in touch with the developer as well. He still checks with us, on what's going on. And we, we're still in contact through the process. So anyway, I didn't mean to steal the show there, but I just wanted to make sure people understood that. And then the product mix that they have, guys, is just like great. Whatever you have, if it's commercial, they got it. Mixed use, office, retail, multifamily, all that stuff, right, Kel?
Term loans, purchase order, you name it. If it has to do with business, we have it. Going back to the Zoom, we Zoom with everybody, Zoom or Google Meet. Any customer that you introduce, some people aren't real savvy on it. That's okay. We'll get on the call with them, but we invite you to the first call to make sure that it is an introduction. You're just introducing them to a friend that happens to handle this type of business. And that's how we're going to keep them in house for you. That's how you're going to retain your clients. It frees up your time for paperwork. I enjoy meeting them all. I would be happy if I could Zoom everybody. The people that Frank has sent so far, luckily they've all been Zooms. Yesterday I had 4. I have a client that came in. She brought in 3 deals, but everything was a Zoom. We're meeting with the clients today. So she's not just like throwing the football and praying I catch it.
Right.
It's be an introduction. I'm going to learn who they are. I'm going to learn if they're first timers. I'm going to learn if they're old school. And then I'm going to move accordingly on that. I'm not just going to take your customer and run like I know everything. Every single deal is different in commercial lending. There's not one that's the same. The paperwork maybe, but the deals are all different.
Good stuff. So we got questions here. So you can certainly help with SBA 7A.
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. Intuit, do you finance buying into a franchise? Well, that's a good question.
So yes, we do finance into a franchise. Coupled that you're familiar with, Starbucks. I'm in Arizona. There's a few Mexican franchises over here that I've participated in. The franchises are great deals to work with. Yeah, I've got to be a little careful with franchises. Sometimes the franchisees will put money into the lending, which is a good thing, but you want to make sure that you understand what the franchise is going to be bringing into the deal. Fred Astaire Dance Studios, we do tons of franchises with them.
Cool. Let's keep moving. This is close on time. Inexperienced spec builders.
Yes. Now that being said, we'll look at the GC. Call me up and I will go over how to start inexperienced.
Okay. Churches.
Churches, yes. We have church lenders. So yes, the answer is yes. Again, call me up and we'll get to the right place. Yeah.
How about minimum loan amount?
50,000 would be the minimum. And when I say 50,
that's pretty low.
That's more on the fix and flip side, just so you know.
Yeah.
DSCRs start at 75,000 and above. And again, that 75,000, very limited lending. They don't want to deal with it anymore. So
and very limited compensation.
But
okay. How about this? Chain hotels. Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
Chain hotels, we do quite a bit of hotels. Yes.
All right, cool. How's the compensation set up? What do they get if they refer to? How do you guys work the comp for someone? Sending you a deal, handing it off.
So since the deal, we're going to do 30%. So that's competitive. If you went and worked for a mortgage broker or a commercial lending company, they start right around 27%. I think that's fair. Let's just say it goes into a long-term relationship or something, and somebody wanted to talk differently on that. Bring it up. We're more than happy to go through that with you.
That's what I like about them too. Let's have a conversation. Right. Let's talk about all this stuff. Right. So someone's asking, restaurants are yes, they do that. How do you contact Kelly? Do us a favor. Just go to workwithoneclick.com. Put in your information. That way she's got your info. You automatically get her contact information sent back to you. So you can reach out to her directly from there. Workwithoneclick.com. Oh, here's a good one. Cannabis.
No, thanks. I already had some.
Cannabis, man.
Well, thanks.
So yeah, we work with cannabis. That now it's true. Again, another conversation to be held, just so you understand. Yes, on some parts, no on others. When it works great. Once they put their hand up on no, it's a no. But yes,
you can start there and see where it goes. All right.
How about 58-foot Hatteras motorboats? Do you No, I'm just kidding.
Well, if you have a fleet, we could work.
If you rent it out, maybe we can talk about it. So
yeah,
good to see you, Kelly.
Nice to see you too.
When you said 30%, is that 30%? Is that 30 basis points, or is that 30% of the commission earned, or
I'm
what's
glad
it?
we went over that yesterday. So it's going to be 30% of the total amount made.
Okay.
So we don't do the basis points thing. It's so
Yeah.
real easy. We make $100,000, you get 30% of it. And
There you go. That's easy. Simple. So there you go. Let's see. Trucking companies.
So we've done several trucking companies. The answer is yes. Again, some of these specialty things, thank goodness for 7,000 lenders, but yes, we do handle the trucking companies.
Great. Let's see. Land. Oh, do you do land?
So yes, we do land up and we do ground up construction.
But not just a land acquisition.
I can do a land acquisition with 30% down, 25 to 30% down.
Well, that's not bad. That's good. Okay, there you go. There's land. Hospitality.
I would say that's probably 30% of we do a lot of hospitality.
Okay. It sounds like they do it all. I would say this, guys, there's a lot of questions coming in. We're at the top of the hour. Just go to workwithoneclick.com. Put in your info. She'll get your contact info, and you will automatically get sent her contact info. So if you got a deal cooking right now, you got something in the wind, you know what I mean? You want to run it past her, just take care of it that way. That would be the best way to do it. Workwithoneclick.com. I appreciate the Marketing Animals team for setting up that landing page and making it so easy to just engage with her. She gets your contact info, you get hers. Done. That way it's simple. So good stuff. Carl White, how are you? Have you been lingering in the background the whole time?
Well, I've been hiding, but they don't let me in the front door these days. You know, I come in the back. So, hey, you know what I got out of and great stuff, Kelly.
Hey, let's congratulate Kelly. Kelly, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Again, just another way for you guys to make some money, man. Just go to workwithoneclick.com, engage with Kelly, make some money. Get it going on. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you very much.
All right, Carl, go ahead. Now you can speak.
I always like how you're trying to put money in our pocket, man. That's
what I'm trying to do.
I know, I get that. That's good stuff, man. So you know what I got out of the event?
What's that?
It's not as fun without Frank.
How many people work more on your loans than getting your loans? Like how many of you spend more hours working on the loan than you spend getting the loan, right? If truth be known, probably virtually everybody, right? So I was thinking, while you were talking with Kelly there, you say, hey, you just hand it off and she does it and you get a check. Well, what if all of your loans are like that? Like, what if you spent the primary part of your day marketing and paid somebody else to work in your loan for you? Like, Steve talks about it all the time with his loan partner, right? So I did the math here real quick, and I thought, all right, let's say you're doing, and I just grab a number. Let's say you're doing 3 loans a month now, and you're spending most of your time working on the loans, not getting the loans, right? So if you're closing 3, you make $3,000 per closing, just a hypothetical number, that'd be $9,000. Well, can we agree that if you totally wipe that part off with a good loan partner, and let's say you're paying that loan partner $500 a file, I just grabbed a number, $500 a file, which is probably typical. Can we agree that if you spent none of the time, and I say none using air quotes here, but none of the time working on the loan, let the loan partner do that, and you spend all your time getting a loan, can we agree that going from 3 to 6 would be pretty easy? Like, if you spent little of the time getting 3, and now you spend most of the time, I think we can agree going to 6 would be pretty easy. We see that all the time. So I did the math here real quick. So if you're doing 3 loans alone all by yourself, that'd be $9,000. If I did 6 loans at $3,000, that's $18,000. I'm paying $500 per file for those 6, which is $3,000. So if I have help, which is less stress and less hours, closing 6 loans, it's $18,000 minus the $3,000 for my help. So I netted out $15,000. So the hard way is 9,000. The easy way is 15,000. And, we just kind of put multiples on that going forward. And I just thought, why wouldn't you do that? Like, what would be, and the only thing I came up with is you don't trust yourself to do the activity that working on the loans is keeping you from. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And something about, I just go into this every day when I show up at the office, and I got those friendly faces looking at me and me looking at them. I'm just thinking, man, I need to do what I do because they trust me to. And I think having help is just a great motivator to do the stuff that we know we need to be doing. Like, when you talk about accountability, I show up and Jen says, hey, I'm counting on you. Like I'm counting on her, and Kristen says, Carl, I'm counting on you, and I'm counting on her. And it's that dual accountability to each other is makes us show up and play a good game. So yeah, if you don't have help, boy, you don't have one hand tied behind your back. You got both. Just get help. It just makes the biggest financial sense ever and gives less stress. That's another thing I know when we're at the event, I was talking to different people doing different volumes and some doing, some just getting started, right? And some doing low, some doing medium, and some doing high. And it's a funny thing. I've noticed the higher producers have less stress. And Diane and I were talking about that during one of the breaks. It's like, well, that's because they have help. They don't have to worry about all that other stuff. So anyway, that was just
true.
I was just pondering that when you said Kelly does all the work and you cash a check. I thought, well, who wouldn't want to do that? Well, why can't we do that with all of our loans? Not just when Kelly does, but with our own too. And it just makes such great financial sense to do that.
Indeed.
Yeah. So put on your big boy and your big girl pants and go get some help. If you need help getting help, let us know. We'll help you. We'll help you get some help to help you. So
wonderful.
Anyway, good to see you, Frank. I missed you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. And hey, tomorrow, guys, Roberto Monaco. Remember him?
I love Roberto.
Yeah, he was so cool. The last time we had him here, it's like, come on back, man. So if you missed him last time, be sure to be here tomorrow. He's a lot of fun, and he's
Rumor
really
has it. Rumor. Well, I can't say anything yet. Rumor has it. Rumor has it. We got some really good stuff coming in the first of the year. I'll leave it at that.
Wow. Well,
yeah, really good.
There
stuff.
you go. This is stuff that I don't even know, guys.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'll be equally as shocked, surprised, and pleased.
I will too if I can get Roberto to agree to it. Just FYI. But
if I can get Roberto to agree. Got it.
He's pulled through us many times. He's been a great ambassador for a long time. So good guy.
All right. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get on out of here. Kelly Dutton, thank you so much. Guys, work with oneclick.com. She'll answer all your questions. You got a deal, run it past her. And tomorrow, Roberto Monaco. Today is Tuesday, Just Ask Tuesday. Make sure to make your calls on your active files and ask for the business. All sound good, everybody?
Let's do
Everybody
it.
Feeling good? Let's do it then. You guys have a great day today. We'll see you here tomorrow once again, Loan Officer Breakfast Club. We'll do it all over again. Trying to find ways for you to make more money. All right. See you later. Adios.
See you.
Have a great day, everybody.